let's talk about some Star Trek. Get your gears rolling.
Ooh,
so,
get me talking.
This other company, and we know that Nacelle is doing Star Trek. We're going to get to them in a second. But this other company, Master Replicas, they decided that they are going to... Right. Where have they been? Have they made toys before? They make like props?
They're props. Yeah, they're your go-to back in like the late to early 2000s.
So they've decided they're going to do some Star Trek. Now, I don't know how that works. Maybe the scale is different because these are 4.5-inch action figures.
I feel like
they're doing. Is it Lower Decks? Is that what the cartoon is called?
That's Lower Decks right there. Yes. Yeah, so I feel as though I think the license that Master Replica has right now is specifically for the newer product.
That's what it seems like.
Stuff that's airing on Paramount Plus.
Right.
Because we're not seeing anything from the old CBS
Who is this
era
tall drink of water Spock? Is that Spock?
Right.
Who is
this?
Spock?
That's Spock from Strange New Worlds.
What is Strange New Worlds?
That is so we had Star Trek Discovery, which everyone either really liked or really hated. And then there were a couple episodes with Captain Christopher Pike, who was the captain of the Enterprise before James T. Kirk. He showed up as well as Spock from before he met.
This is a prequel series to the original Star Trek?
Correct, yes.
Oh, and that's like a new show that's airing?
Yeah, so it's about to air its third season. It's a lot of fun. It's a little goofy. It's probably like, if you were to watch Star Trek, Paul, this would probably be your Star Trek.
This is a good starter Star Trek for me.
I would say it is, yeah.
Gateway Star Trek. Is the guy that's tall? Fun. Is he super tall in the show? Is this accurate? Because look at him next to Picard here. I see him next to another species. I see him.
Right. Now, I know there's something wild going on there. I get it.
The hips. There's not a lot of below the waist with these fellows. Like they got real short pelvis sections.
They do.
It looks a little uncomfortable. But again, these are tiny guys, so that scares me a little bit with these thin limbs on the lower deck guys. But not my problem. So that's all well and fine. They announced these this week, which then prompted Brian Volkweiss, our good friend Brian Volkweiss from Nacelle, to be like, "Hey guys, remember us? We're doing Star Trek too. Don't forget about us." He made a video. He said that
we're still waiting.
We're waiting, and he says you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer to pre-order Series 1. So he made this video, and very slyly behind him had some photos of other Star Trek figures that have not been announced yet. So let's take a look through these. Who is this friend up here?
Well, no, he's been announced. That's the that's the crewman from Wrath of Khan. He's there.
What about this guy? This is Sulu, right?
We have Captain Sulu from
with a
Star
nice
Trek.
Little teacup. And
Star Trek: The Undiscovered Country, very nice.
Is that the one with the whales?
No, that's the Voyage Home. That's a great one.
Okay. Who's this guy? This guy looks familiar.
That is Scott Bakula from Star Trek Enterprise.
There you go. I think also we can confirm they decided to go no torso joint. No torso joint. That's what it looks like anyways. I think that's smart. Okay. I think that's a much better looking sculpt.
Oh, look at that.
What about this friend sort of hidden by the logo? Do we know who this is?
We had him. Yeah, we've had him. That's Captain Jellicoe. He's not new. It's Captain Jellicoe.
Captain Angelica. Good. Well, now, this man is hidden by a couple of sticky notes. Can we infer from this silhouette?
I can't tell.
Looks like he's got no sleeves.
Yeah, that's Commander Sticky Note McGee.
Okay, cool.
From Star Trek Blibberblab.
What about this friend here?
That's Wei Yun from Star Trek Deep Space Nine. He was previously announced.
We knew about that?
Yes, we did.
So really, is Scott Bakula new? Is that the only new one?
Scott Bakula is new, and I think Captain Sulu. Captain Sulu must have been. You know what though? I feel like these were the pipeline ones that they showed.
Oh, okay.
They had just the actor image.
Gotcha.
So these must be the digital renders. I do like how he's holding his cup of tea.
It's a little bizarre, but that's probably the best you can do with toys.
You can remember George Takei was always a fun soundbite on the Howard Stern show.
Oh my.
Oh my. And then he'd also go, young wet bitches.
That was him? That's funny. I didn't realize. So what Brian says is that something that's going to be really fun with the first set once the pre-orders go up are the accessories. So we already see here, if we're getting a teacup, just imagine what other blink and you miss it sort of accessories you could get. So that's fun. Obviously we wish him well. We want these to do well. We want them to do better than the stuff that's at Walmart right now that seems to be going on clearance. But hey, you got to try. And like he said, he doesn't need to make $1 million off of every toy line. He needs to make $1. If he can make $1, if the toy line can be profitable, then he can make more of them. So that's what we want. Make these toys profitable.
And I think the community is hungry for some good Star Trek action figures. I think
so. I think so. And not the 4-inch. They want the big boys. Oh my.
Oh my.